Oh, wow, I look like I'm crazy. A little bit of power. Go get it. Oh, goodness me, I actually have power to be online. I can stream. I can use the internets. I don't even know what time it is. It's 3 o'clock on a Wednesday. Oof. How you doing, Moosey Moo? There's the moose. Good old tobacco. Oh, shit, Dad. Dude. I'm sorry for your loss, man. Look at this. So, I have power. You went right past it, Moose. Moose, it's right there. Yeah. Oh, I finally have power. So, I ordered a new charge controller like a month ago for $50. It's from a reclaimed salvage shop in the States. It like holy crap. It's a Go Power. I priced it. It's like fucking $300 charge controller. We don't have much sun right now, but I actually have power. I fucking have power. I've gone like I'm over 2 months now without power, like proper, consistent power. Throw the new charge controller, and I had to take one of the panels off because one of the panels are completely dead. The other one has some broken cells in it. Unfortunately, that's because of a bear. A bear jumped on it, and I need to get a new panel. But I got power. I'm pulling in 300 watts. Well, 100 now because it's cloudy. But I have power. I have seen those dog toys. I got the pig. That's enough for me. And her toys every morning when I go to bed, her toys go out the door. They all stay outside. She's not allowed to bring toys in the house because all I'll hear all night is like the duck. Squeaky, 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 or the pig honk, 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 honk. And she'll do it all night. So I've taken to going to the door, throwing them out the door every single night, staying outside because she drives me nuts. But she's always nearby. She's always just an arm throw away. And I'll show you how you can tell a dog really trusts you. When you hold her like this, hold a dog like this, and their tail stays out like that, not covering their genitals, that dog has complete trust in you. See, still, hi Moose. But it's nice just to have a little bit of power. I know eventually I'll have to replace the solar, but I have to put a new panel in there, but I don't have money for that. But I'm more ready to spend using the money I've got from my medications for. I was supposed to take a trip with my neighbor. He's got a huge ass camper now to Toronto on the 10th. He's got a big ass camper over there now. Like it's from the 70s. And we're going to Toronto on the 10th. Probably not going to go now because I can't afford it. I can't afford the meds because I'm getting my tooth ripped out, guaranteed. I'm getting that tooth taken out on the 29th, on Monday. And I will be finally free of tooth pain. Look at this. I really need to shave my head. I'm going to stream a lot more, yeah. Well, I'm going to be able to and do some interesting stuff. I've got a lot of projects I've been working on that I couldn't share because, lack of fucking power. But now I should be able to stream a lot more stuff that I've been doing. I've only got it about 60% power. That should last the next 20 hours of nonstop internet. And I got a pig. I honestly should have worn my hat. I need to shave all this shit off. Like, it's bad. I gotta find my razor. Ow. Drop it, Moose. Does Moose want a pig? Go get it. I want to shave it off. I've just been kind of looking for my razor, trying to find it. Don't know where I've put it. For a very small place, things are easy to lose. Hey, Vicus. But it's just nice that I actually have working power. It's not beeping. I'm not going to be bored tonight. I won't have to go to bed at 9 o'clock now. Because I have power. I swear, it took a month to get here. I probably saved like $300-400 on a decent charge controller. It cost $50. I ordered it online from it's a reclaimed salvage shop. And yeah, charge controller, a really quality one that's meant for RVs and whatnot. It's back there, dumbass. Right there, dum dum. Come on, Momo. You can find it. Yeah, no, the Mennonite do not. I've been to their town a lot. They do not have. They do have power though. Some of them have satellite dishes, so I'm wondering what's actually going on there. They're the biggest weed farmers though. Hey, hobo, smug bum, how you doing? Oh, but so it's a Go Power charge controller, and if you can find an online shop that does salvage, again, it took a month for it to get here. Sorry, or almost a month. It will be a month on Tuesday, but I ordered it from an online salvage shop that salvages wrecked RVs, cars, all that jazz. They ripped it out and they sold it for $50. The brand is Go Power, as in GO space power, and they're pretty pricey online. Like brand new ones are very pricey, but stop. That's my alarm. But they're fantastic units if you get them cheap enough. I'm charging. I knew I need to get a new panel now, but I have to take the black panel off because the fuse is on it blue. The panel's no good. It's garbage. You have a 30 charge controller off to 100 watt panels to 100 amp deep cycle lead acid marine battery. Okay, so eco-worthy stuff isn't that great. My panels are eco-worthy. My other panel wasn't. Eco-worthy panels are still working, so the panels are good. But a 30 amp charge controller, honestly, and a lead acid battery, man. Look for any shadowing on your panels. So down the lines where each individual cells and the solder points looks, put it in like the side light. Look for anything that looks like shadowing, so like a shadow on the panel in direct sunlight. That means that sector is dead. So that might be the problem. It could be the panel, but if it's just going on like that, you are using a lead acid battery, and they're good and whatnot. But is it a flooded battery? Yeah, no. My one of my panels are screwed, so and I'm probably gonna have to start twisting them over to face that direction a little bit more. Yeah, no, I'm getting 300 watts at max when it's clear. I don't think I'm pulling much of anything right now, but give me a day of power. I should be able to get my batteries to full tomorrow, which would be beautiful. Don't. So I want to give you a small piece of advice when you're getting your batteries. Don't get the larger, like 200 and 400 amp hour batteries, just because there's so many individual cells within that battery. You run the risk of one of the cells dying. Go get it. You run the risk of one of the cells dying and the whole battery being no good. Get yourself two individual 100 amp hour LifePo batteries, and then chain them together. So you have like 200 amp hours. That's more effective than one 200 amp hour battery, just because if one of these cells die in that, you can take that battery out and you're fine. You're up and running. Stay away from the larger batteries. It does come with its own problems. I was looking at a 400 amp hour battery initially, just buy one of those instead of the four batteries, but every resource says don't do it. Don't do it. You run too much risk. And again, LifePo 4. I believe they're iron oxide battery. Man, I got a moose. I should just get a treadmill and attach a moose to it, and I'll have unlimited power, because this thing has all the energy in the world. She's like unlimited power, right? She got huge. Well, even then, you can buy a really decent 100 amp lithium battery. You get, again, all you do is you just attach the two terminals together. It becomes one battery. Just get two 100 amp hour batteries instead of the $200 one. It's also going to save you like $200 to $300. You can get a really decent quality LifePo 100 amp hour battery for like $100 on Amazon. They're decent too. I don't have. I considered getting it. Yeah, I've considered a lot. It's just I can't get it. Anything that costs money, I can't get. I'm lucky I ordered it. Like, I wouldn't have the charge controller I've got right now if I didn't have the internet. Hello, Ryan. I'm pretty good actually. I actually have power for once. The order I did about a month ago came in today. It was supposed to be like Friday or Monday, but I got the alert from my neighbor Corey has my he's allowed to pick up my packages. I signed the paperwork, and he got the alert that a package was there for me because it's on with his phone because I don't have a phone, don't need a phone. And he got the alert. He just so happened to be in the falls. He picked it up and brought it to me, and I'm like, whoa, sweet! It's here like 3 days early. It was either Friday or Monday. It was supposed to be in, but it was today, and I got it set up. I've got power. Yeah. Nah, no GoFundmes. I'm fine right now with that. I'm still just trying to work out a couple things that are more important than anything. I'm set up for winter. I've got everything I'm gonna do for the winter ready. I am going to be going to. I got my dental surgery booked like a couple weeks ago. I booked it. It's for Monday now. They're ripping the tooth out. I'm using the majority. I'm using what 80% of my the money for my medications. I don't need them anyways until November. That's when I run out. But I'm using the money I've saved up for my meds that I was going to go on October 10th with my neighbor to Toronto to go pick them up for the 4 month supply. But I'm using $500 out of that for my tooth extraction on Monday. Man, you got your if as long as you've got a diesel heater, do you got any money to spare? Um, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab something. You don't even need. So, can you afford $12 a week for heat? If you can afford $12, I'll show you what to pick up. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get it, and I'll show you. It's a heat alternative. It's very warm. It heats the whole trailer up. Initially, I was using kerosene. Don't use kerosene. It gives a little bit of fumes at first. After the fumes die off, it's fine. But use lantern oil instead in it. There's no fumes, no smoke, and it produces so much fucking heat. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go get what I'm talking about. It's a really great alternative, and they're not that expensive. I'll be right back. Somebody wants to see this. Nothing, man. Nothing important. There we go. So this thing. Holy crap. Oh, Jen, thank you very much. Thank you so much for the super. Holy crap. Holy crap, man. Thank you. Well, so if you're running, I ran one of these nonstop for 24 hours a day for about a month. I'll show you it. That thing right there. It's got another benefit as well, is you can cook on it. But I was using kerosene in it at first, and I switched to lantern oil. Lantern oil is a lot better. This thing is a radiate heat. See, diesel heaters heat up the air, so you have to run it 24 hours a day. This is a radiate heat. This has got like the glowing hot heat. That means it's going to heat all the surfaces in the camper. And if you're using lantern oil, it's not going to give off the fumes. And I ran it nonstop for 7 days. To fill a full tank up with the lantern oil costs about $7. Yeah, well, you can even run this diesel in this too. You can even run diesel in that. But there's a benefit with this above all else is you can throw a pan on the top there and cook on it. Yeah, well, it's actually, this is different. This is different. This isn't actually heating up the air. The heating element here gets red hot, and it's the infrared, it radiates the heat, so it's heating the surfaces instead of the air. If you could understand what I'm getting at there. So it's heating up everything around, not just the air. That'll keep you warmer and then everything. Like it'll warm up the walls of your van. It'll warm up the seats. Everything in there will get nice and warm. And when you're done with it, you can turn it off, and inside will be warmer for longer. So there's a problem there with Amazon. I can't get Amazon deliveries up here at all. Amazon doesn't work up here for me. They do not deliver to me. They will not deliver to Canada Post. They use one of the third-party drivers that will not come up this far. Like, no, it's a radiant heat. So you're not heating up the air. It is a dryer. It's a dry heat. You're not going to be dripping wet from in there. But it's a radiated heat. You're heating the surfaces and not the air. But again, it's a good kind of heat. And like propane has its benefits as well. It's cheap. But even that, like, I don't like the diesel heaters. It might be different for you, but diesel really isn't an option this far north. We'll get a few weeks that are straight -40 to -50 this far north. So that means diesel freezes. That's why the truckers don't turn off their trucks during winter. Diesel freezes. Diesel turns into a gel that will not ignite. Thank you again very much, Dan. You're freaking awesome. The other, yeah, again, that's why I don't like diesel, because it'll freeze, then it will not ignite when it's frozen, and I'm gonna have 2-3 weeks of nonstop -50. Let's say I have to go out for an hour. I don't care how warm I've got it in there. If I shut all the heat off, because I'm gonna shut off the heat when I leave. I don't want to come back home and my home just be a smoldering ash. But if I leave for an hour or two, inside's gonna get freaking cold. The diesel's gonna freeze, and I'm gonna have no way to heat the camper back up. As long as you're, constantly keeping it warm. So yeah, that's probably the safest thing you can do then. But I believe in having multiple heat sources. My other one, I still have to get it set up and brought down and set up. Is I'm gonna have so one thing isn't gonna work out the way I wanted. I'm not getting the greenhouse up. The organizer beat me on that one. In the rules as written is I cannot put like a garage or something. I'm not allowed to store the camper inside another structure on the property. So technically, I'm not allowed to build a greenhouse around the camper. He kind of hurt me on that. He got me on that one, and I can't fight it because it's in the rules. So I kind of got screwed on that one. But I've got the option. I've got all this wood I'm going to be using. So there's a guy up the road. I'm going to trade the wood burning stove I fixed up for one of the ones he's got there. He's got a very large one with it's got like this it's a steel backing, uh, cast iron backing that's like 6 foot tall. In there is like a terracotta, and you lean it up against the structure on the outside of the building. You use you go outside, you stoke the fire up, let it burn. The wall heats up and heats the outside of the camper right through to the inside. So it's an outdoor fire pit to heat up the inside. Instead of having the flutes and the fire on the inside, it's on the outside, radiating heat through the wall. Exactly. And I need the roof off there because that's where the solar for that is built. Someone was suggesting I've got to email him back now that I got internet to remove the panel from the top there, but the system is so tied in I cannot do that. But I've already treated the roof. The roof itself is straight, is fine. It's not going to collapse through, and the snow is not going to rot it through. I've already put some trailer wrapping on the roof. It's a thick plastic. It's black, and the roof is covered with it now. So if it does snow, it's going to remain proper and watertight. I'm going to be fine during the winter. Oh, fuck. I went 7, 8 days without any nicotine. Then I had that toothache, and I ended up bumming a bottle of juice off of my neighbor. And then he went down to there. I gave him the $15, and he got me a thing of juice. So it lasted for a week. uh, so that's pretty close. Not where I am. I'm far north, but I'm not that far north. Um, there's an app you can get to judge from your exact location on the tilt of your panels. Mine are right in the right position right now. I'll show you where the position mine are in. It's like right there. That's about the position I have to keep mine all year round. It's not north where you put straight up. You like this, yes, like this straight, like standing on its end, yes. Here, it's near mine's a 43-degree angle. It's got to be on. At the equator, they got to lie flat on the ground. But the further north you go, the further more of a tilt you need. And like for up here, I need to add another panel to my system because I fried one of them. I should have went for the uh, dual crystallized instead of the monocrystallized, the dual crystallized solar panels where it collects power from both sides. Just because of the winter, all the reflective surfaces would have just blasted so much sun onto the back of them. You know, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. That's a really good idea. And honestly, what I should have done when I came up here is I had enough. So that GoFundMe that got me here was amazing. It got me set up. But people, people don't realize is there's one person. I'm not gonna name him on here, but he's a prick. Sanders. You hobo. You know who I'm talking about. He hates my guts, and he's like, he tries to ridicule me as much as possible. He says some really nasty shit about everybody. But what you don't realize is what he doesn't realize is everything was like, as soon as I got it, everything was spent on like the property itself. Half of it was gone. Then just getting the solar set up. When I got here, but when I finally got up here, I was fortunate. I did a shop in Walmart. I made sure I set up. I had enough supplies to survive for 3 months. But I got up here with like $200 in my pocket. That's it. And actually, I got a few $100 back from him. But that was just like it literally got me here and set me up. And I didn't have any extra to plan for things failing, like the charge controller or the panel. Would have got a couple extra panels when I could have when I was before I got here. I would have got a couple extra charge controllers, extra wires, extra fuses. That's one of extra of everything, just so it would just still remain. But that would not have been possible. It's like legit everything was gone just to get the property, get my ass here, and have power set up and food for a few months. This honestly, I'm here. I'm in Canada. I'd stay here. But if it's for a vacation, what country would I go to? Uh, Honestly, I would have a hard time deciding between Ireland, France, or Vietnam, all for the same reason, for food. Well, Vietnam's for the lady boys. Oh yeah, that's a joke. I hope. Is that a joke? It's a joke. Nobody likes Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau doesn't even like Justin Trudeau. Oh no 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 Joe no no no. Uh, see, the guy just showed up in my Discord one day and he tried to help me by telling me how to act towards people to give them a gift donations when I was never looking for donations. I was never wanted it. I was never asking for it. And then he's like, "Oh, you're gonna get more people if you only put a members only mode, and you got to start yelling at people." Basically, trying to convince me to carbon copy him, and I would like that's never gonna fucking happen. I don't like the guy. So there's a few people in the chat room right now. Platypus, Cornish, and more. They had been fighting with me for honestly like 9-10 months to let them make a GoFundMe, and then they said, we're just gonna do it. Like they, I said, fine, whatever, do what you got to do. Please do it. I don't care. And they fought to convince me to accept it, and I accepted it. And they posted it, and it was like one day it was like 40% done. And that guy saw that, and it was after that he really started to try to, make fun of me. That's when if you go in there and you look for the videos, he's tagged my YouTube channel name in it, where he's swearing at me, calling me all these names. That's when that was happening around the same time when my friends launched that GoFundMe, because he did one himself and he got like $5. And like I try not to mention him on the channel. And like a while ago, for some reason, he decided to post a screenshot of my. He made a short of it. Post a screenshot of the GoFundMe, and I don't know what it was for. He was trying to expose me that someone stole all the money or something. Bitch, money didn't get stolen. It was all spent. And I post as I bought the stuff. Everything I bought, including the land and everything, was posted to the contributors. Like every penny that was spent on anything was posted to the contributors. So everything, they knew where the money went. Really, they legit knew where the money went. Like it was spent as I got it. In fact, I had to talk to someone a while ago because it freaked me out. I was going through it, and there was a whole section there that gave my exact freaking address. I could have been doxxed on that. Honestly, I'm gonna. You know what, Jim? You're right. That was the only guy. So what Jim's talking about is I'm sitting in the camper the other day, and Moose is barking her butt off. I'm just sitting there. I got a spot where I like to sit down. I'm butt ass naked. I'm inside. It's my house. I'm allowed to. I'm not allowed to. That's why I don't stream in there, because that's my naked place. If I'm inside, I'm naked. I don't give a shit. Uh, I had the window open at the back, and Moose is going off a little bit, and I guess the neighbor wanted to see what was going on, so he walked over and he popped his head in my back window, and there I am, not even cross-legged. I got my legs spread wide open, got a book in my hand, and I'm like, he saw everything. Like, he saw all the dangly bits of everything, but that's his own fault for walking, what, 30 meter, 40 meter, 50 meters onto my land and sticking his head in a window it doesn't belong. Yeah, no, so I do have no problem exposing myself, and if you sit here long enough, you probably end up hearing me list off not only my exact location and address, but also social insurance number, bank account password, email password, everything. I don't think sometimes when I talk. Yeah, well, I would do OnlyFans if I thought anybody would buy it and I was morally corrupt enough to do it. My morals say I cannot do that and I will not do that. And I've got rules that I live by, you know. I've got a moral code, I've got a moral compass I will never break. I'm pretty, when it comes to my morality, I'm very morally inflexible. I just want to live under the saying, you know, do no harm. And I may not be able to do anything financially for people and help financially, but I'm determined to do what I can to pay it forward for everything all the help I've received in like the last long time. That's why I building the cabin because there's a person that's going to need it this winter. He's going to be staying here. I'm guaranteed that. That's why when I saw the guy up the hill, Jason, you know, living in a little blue tent, not having any idea what to do. That's why I, you know, jumped in and started helping build a house. Or whenever a neighbor needs something, I'll help. That's why I'm going to be building a secondary cabin. So if somebody else needs to be up here, they can be here. I'm not gonna. I really want to pay it forward, and I'm doing what I can, when I can, where I can. There's also, you know, I do have the physical disabilities, and that all doesn't matter. Uh, I've been doing a lot on. It's getting better. It's getting better. I need to do a run to the dump for some insulation. It's got doors on it now, but all it needs is insulation really, and it's done. That's it. Besides that, I haven't been around because I've been working. I haven't been around because I have no power until today. I finally got the power fixed up enough that I'm charging the batteries and able to run internet. That's I get work periodically. Like, but I went a few weeks ago and worked on the cabins over there. The guy built tiny homes, and it was just to put up the solar. And it's, you know, the last touches because he doesn't like touching it. Put up the solar, wired it, all that stuff, and that was $500 for like 4 hours worth of work. It was beautiful, and that went in my little envelope. And my little envelope right now has $850 in it. That's how much it's going to cost for my med run on. It costs just under $850 for all my medications for 4 months. But that's going to get spent. $500 of that is getting spent on Monday for dental surgery instead, because that spicy food thing I did the other day did not do shit. All it did was burn my face, let me see through time for like a couple hours ahead in time, and now I need a welding job done on the camper because I shot a hole right from the toilet, right through the septic tank, right into the ground for about 40 meters. It was like hot lava coming out of me. In fact, it wasn't just one day; it was still burning 3-4 days after. I'm never doing it again. I refuse. I'll never do a spicy food challenge again. It's just not fucking worth it. These guys who do it on the internet for clout and for fun on a weekly basis are fucking morons. They're fucking morons. Yeah, no, I didn't shoot a hole. It was like hot molten lava just spewing out of me. Sorry, that's my dog running into everything. Okay, so the first one is I did 3 level. You weren't here for Crow. I did a spicy food challenge last Friday, or was it? Yeah, it was this past Friday. Where level 1 was a thing of bulldog ramen, 2 times spicy. Level 2 was 2 packets of the bulldog ramen sauce in another thing of bulldog ramen. Plus, I crushed up those extra hot blue flaming Takis, mixed it all together, powered it down. That one was spicy too. And then the third level was a stupid mistake. It was a horrible mistake. I regret the third level. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was horrible. Third level was the same as the second level. 2 packs of the bulldog, crushed up the extra hot Takis, but I just had to add an entire bottle of ghost pepper hot sauce into it, which I did, and I got it all down. I got it all down. I regret it. I left the goopy bits at the bottom. Uh, Hello, Mark. And Moose says hi. She's hanging out on the outdoor couch. Yeah, no, I really regret doing that spicy challenge. Like, it was worth. I had to try something. It's for the teeth, because that's on the Monday, and just thinking about it. I'm off of instant noodles for a very long time because of that, but never ever 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 doing a spicy food challenge again. Ever. I will give myself a pat on the back. I forced myself to do the whole all 3 levels, and I finished them. But I'll never ever 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 do it again. Oh, even thinking about it, again, my head hurts. The thought of spicy, like that level. I like spicy food. I like spicy food. And hello, Mark, again. And I don't know where Moose is right now. She's running. No, I like spicy food. I do. But that was something different. Um, my whole stomach was just cramping as well, and I didn't feel normal for like days. Your push should be probably charged up.
Yeah, that's what I come to grab.
Neighbor's coming over. He's charging some stuff because the power's working now. 100%.
Yeah.
I've switched the charge controller over to show you how much power is draining. It's bouncing from like 100 watts to 150 watts.
50 watts now.
Yeah, it's because you just unplugged that. That's like 65 watts, but we got power for the night. I'll be able to run internet all the internet all night. Oh,
34%.
that's more than 34%.
34.
I switched it to your charger though. Oh, that was like straight up ghost pepper hot sauce that I put on the noodles. Like, I I I, I think I would have been able a lot better if I only used half the bottle, but I used the whole bottle. The noodles were so wet, and it was just that squish. And you also have to remember, I didn't any water. I didn't have any milk, lactose intolerant. Yay. And I just sat and just took it. I have no idea what's going on with the organizer right now. I haven't seen him in a while. I think there's issues going on still with the police and the girlfriend. I'm gonna put it this way: is he's not bothering me, so I'm not going to inquire. I don't have any reason to go up to see him. I I'm happy. Like, my neighbor is back. He's finishing his driveway by hand. My other neighbor's back, and everybody's just been chilling. It's been nice. I haven't seen him in over a week. Oh, well over a week. And I'm just saying it could. I think he's fine. Like, I don't even think he's allowed on the property besides to show it. I think he's currently banned from the property unless he's trying to sell the thing. Um, or like tend to. Pretty sure he's going to be coming back into his place. Not to mention the man already. He already owns up there. He's got like 4 trailers he could stay on if he's here. So I think he just not allowed back for a bit. Honestly, I'm gonna put it this way: if he had nowhere else to go like that, honestly, I'm not a big fan of the man, but I'd give him a place to stay. I'd let him use it. I would let him use it. I would. I wouldn't want him to, have to sleep in his truck in any sort of bad weather, even though it's not finished. I 100% would let him. As many issues as I've had with him, I really would. Because I just try. All I think is, I don't think he's a bad person. I think, in fact, he's deep down, there's a really good person there. I all the stuff started to happen around the time he moved his girlfriend in here, and I don't think it's him essentially being a bad person or something like that. I think it's he's in a very is or was in a very tumultuous relationship where they're always going at each other like that, and he's just bringing his home problems away from the home and letting everybody, bringing his home problems towards everybody else. That's all I think it is. I think I'm hoping he does come back because he doesn't have a bad place up there. He's got his things going on. But I think if he does get to come back and she has to leave or whatever, I believe it'll be a lot better for him, and I think it'll settle down. Because honestly, at first, I'd say for the first like month and a half, 2 months I was up here, him and I had a pretty good relationship. Heck, I'd gone up there to hang out with him a couple times. It's just after that, it just really steadily devolved into him nitpicking everything I do and everything the neighbors do. You have a good one. Thank you. You take care. But, oh yeah, here's the puppy. Moose is chilling. And I'm really enjoying this outdoor couch. Moose. What you doing, Moose? Oh, you coming up? You want something from me, don't you? I can't throw it if you don't give it to me. Come here. Come get it. Come get it. Come on. So, I bought this football for her about a month ago. It looks like this now. You'd say, oh, that's pretty good for a month's worth of use, yeah. No. It looked like this after day number 2. That is 2 days' use of a football from my dog. Because she's a monster. Hey, Moose, I caught you now. Oh, you've been captured. But yeah, I want to show you a little something about animals. Like, they're very easy to read, especially this one. You got no problem. But with most dogs, if you got a pet dog, pick it up, and hold it like this. Like, hold her on the back in both of your arms. When you do that, take a look at the positioning of the tail. If their tails are hiding their genitals, they don't fully trust you. But if it's all out, they're happy and wagging, they have so much complete trust in you. Like this little fool here has no idea what's in store for her. But she trusts me. And that's what you want. A dog to have the even. And her winter coat's been coming in. Her coat is getting so thick. But yeah, that's one of the ways to see if your dog really how much trust your dog has into you is flip them on the back, hold them in your arms. If the tail covers their genitals, they've got fear in there. If it's just happy wagging or even just hanging, dangling down, they have trust in you that you're not going to hurt them, that you're not there to eat them. It's one of those things that come with a lot of working with the animal, like proper training and discipline. I'll tell you, she's an absolute monster. She got that puppy in her. She still hasn't grown out of it. She's only 7 months. But she's getting better and better and better with every passing day.